Hello, I'm Marcus Bronzy.
Hello, I'm Sean.
And this is
Pun-ish words.
That's right, we're back in the studio. My sunglasses are off for me, but they're still on for Sean. This is Punishment. This is where Sean and I take your suggestions for jokes and we read them out, man. You make them good, you make them bad. Sometimes you make them punishing.
We read some of the ones we can out.
Yeah, we read them. Yeah, just the ones that help us survive. A lot of Pope chatting, a lot of Pope jokes fired in this week that had to miss us. Let me step right into it. This one's from Dave Devine. What a great name! Could be a wrestler, could also be an adult actor as well with a name like that. Dave Devine. Anyway, shout out to Dave. A man is talking with a friend and tells him he wants to have his wife offed. The friend tells him to go to the pub down the street and ask for Artie. He goes in and asks the bartender for Artie. The bartender points to a man sitting by himself at the back of the pub. He goes over and tells Artie he'd like to hire him to off his wife. Artie tells him it will cost 10 grand, 5 up front and 5 when he finishes the job. The man tells Artie he only has £1, but will give him 20 grand when the life insurance comes through. After a bit of back and forth, Artie agrees. The man tells Artie that every morning his wife is at Tesco, the supermarket, at 9:30, so he could do it there. The next morning, Artie goes to Tesco, and there she is in the fruit and veg aisle. There's no one else around, so he sneaks up behind her and strangles her. As he turns to leave, he sees someone stacking oranges and realises they actually saw him, so he runs over and deals with them as well. All of this is caught on camera, and Artie is arrested that afternoon. The next day, the headline of the Daily Mail reads, Artie chokes 2 for £1 at Tesco. It reminds me of your car one. But it's a long setup.
It is, but I enjoyed it because I did not see that coming.
You didn't see it coming? I thought you clocked onto it. Yeah,
no.
Okay,
cool. Right, this one is from Mr. LaCroix.
So thanks for your tasty water. It's a brand of water flavoured water in the States, yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
A kid asked his father, Dad, buy me an M16. No. Dad, buy me an M16. No. I said no. Who's the boss here? It's you, Dad. But if I had an M16...
That's why you're not getting it. This one's from Mr. Amin. 2 friends are sitting at a bar when one tells the other a story that goes like this. A man is travelling on a camel in a hot desert and he reaches a sign that says, next city in 30 miles. The camel stops and starts talking. He tells the man, you have to get me off before I keep walking. The man reluctantly does it and they move on. They get to a 20-mile sign and the camel looks up at him and says, time for you to get me off again, otherwise I'm not going to continue. The man does it and they move on to the 10-mile sign. All of a sudden, the friend telling the story stops. And after about 30 seconds, the one that's listening says, and then what? The friend telling the story puts down their beer and says, you need to get me off before I continue.
Stop.
There we go. He should have just said, before I continue.
This one is from Gary Neal.
2 first names, don't know if I trust you. Let's see how good the joke is, Gary.
So, the phrase, throw someone under the bus, isn't meant to be taken literally. My bad. I started telling people about the benefits of eating dried grapes. It's all about raising awareness.
Hey!
I like the second
I love
one.
a good old raisin joke. Right. This is from Nerys. If a bank is called Goldman Sachs, Clark Kent is Steelman Sachs, Dwayne Johnson is Rockman Sachs, Robert Downey Jr. is Iron Man Sachs, and Papa Smurf, or any guy who isn't getting lucky, is Blue Man Sachs. I feel like people are going to add their own in there, innit? You know what I mean?
Did we have any responses to the one word one?
We have. We are cleaning. We are shaping them up to
I'm excited.
be worked with in the future.
Excited. Right. I found that I've been much friggin' happier since I changed from coffee in the mornings to orange juice. The doctor explained that it's the vitamin C content and natural sugars. But I really think it's the vodka.
Oh, I love that. A long-distance bus driver was offered a job to transport mentally ill patients across state lines, and the pay was so good that he took it. He was paid in advance, and almost halfway through the journey, he got thirsty because he was a bit of a drunk. So he pulled over to the nearest pub to have a beer. I'll be quick enough, he thought. They won't even know that I'm gone. To be safe, he took the bus keys and locked the door and parked it where he thought he could see it from the pub. He gets to the pub and has 1 beer, has 2 beers, and then has 3. About 20 minutes later, he's done and goes back to the bus, and his patients are gone. They escape through the windows. He then sits there for a while and goes, and then just starts shouting, free rides, free rides, free rides to anyone heading to London. People take up his offer and the bus quickly gets full. He starts the bus and just starts driving. Of course, he had to take a little different route because he's heading to a mental facility, but he assures the passengers that it's just to avoid traffic. Once he gets to his destination, which is the facility, he opens the doors and the passengers are reluctant to get off. Hey, where'd you bring us? One of them complained. Take me back, you SOB, another shouted. But by this time, there's a doc and a nurse waiting to receive them. So the bus driver just turns to them and says, sorry, I'm late. It's been a hell of a ride. These guys will do anything to convince you that they're not meant to be here. Good luck. Sorry, it's just silly. I liked it.
Wind up.
Yeah.
It reminds me of the Family Guy one where they're going looking for someone and they end up at a 1950s like mental asylum. They're like, you're friends with the black guy? You must be mental. And everybody gets and the only person is Quagmire.
Yeah. That's the way I was thinking. Like, oh,
he asks, he's like, are there any dead women in there? I could God,
the Quag.
A genie granted me 1 wish, so I wished to be happy. Now, I live with 6 dwarves and work in a mine. Okay, that's pretty good, actually.
I went to a job interview. The interviewer asked, what's your greatest weakness? I replied, I'm too honest. The interviewer said, I don't think honesty is a weakness. I said, I don't give a fuck what you think.
It's classic. I love it. Oh, that's a brilliant one. I've just found out tennis player Steffi Graf had a sister named Polly. I'm not lying either.
Hey! This is from Francisca, I think, or Francisca. My ex-wife was struck by lightning. She's now my current wife.
Oh, it's like a little electrical joke there. My girlfriend got me a Get Better Soon card. I'm not sick. She just thinks that I can get better. It's a passive aggressive one.
That's cold, isn't it? Get better. What? Yeah, do better.
Just better.
Yeah, just
do
better. Yeah. All right. The doctor told me I had 6 months to live. Seriously, doc? I asked. Is there anything I can do? Move to Kansas and get married, he replied. It will be the longest 6 months of your life.
My friend couldn't afford to pay his water bill, so I sent him a get well soon card. Oh, I like it.
My friend keeps saying, cheer up, man. It could be worse. You could be stuck underground in a hole full of water. I know he means well.
I like how the last 3 or 4 are all connected.
Well. There you go. That is this week's
Pun-ish words.
If you want to add yours into the mix and blend, send an email to jokes@howtokillanow.com, jokes@howtokillanow.com, and you can join the ranks of the people whose jokes we have just read out. Keep them spicy, keep them tasty. We won't read the spiciest ones out. But yeah, no, thank you, man. Loving them, man. Jokes@howtokillanow.com, and we'll be in your ear hole soon. Peace. I don't know why I do that. There's so much stuff I do in this pod that radio producers will be like, why are you doing this for? Like spamming the buttons for no reason. But anyway, guys, peace. We'll be in your ear holes soon.